I recently got the Meta Quest 2, well, it still says Oculus on the box. And even though it does have some things that I don't like about it, there are a lot of things that I do. And I think it's a great piece of tech, not only for games, but also for fitness, for phobias, and also exploring. But why the Oculus/Meta Quest 2, you're asking? Well, let's find out. Hey, what's up? Adrian here, and welcome to the Unboxed, where it's all about tech. Let's talk a bit about the elephant in the room. The Metaverse. You probably know by now that Facebook changed its name into Meta. We also have Microsoft acquiring the game developer Activision Blizzard, citing as a reason the Metaverse. So what is this Metaverse? Well, Metaverse is a digital second life experience through VR. Basically the movie Ready Player One. The Oculus Quest 2, Meta Quest 2, as well as other VR headsets act as a stepping stone. So now let's get back to the main focus. So why the Quest 2 and not another VR headset? One of the best reasons is that it's standalone. You don't need a PC and you don't need a PlayStation for it to work. You just put the headset on your head, take the controllers and start playing. That's if you have battery, of course. Most of the VR headsets require a powerful gaming PC or a PlayStation 4 or 5 in the case of PSVR. A lot of people don't have a powerful PC or a PlayStation, so the best solution is the Meta Quest 2 and the cheapest. The Meta Quest 2 costs around $300 or £300 if you live in the UK like me. Now compare that with the HTC Vive Pro, where it will set you back more than $1,000/pounds only for the headset, not to mention the PC you'll need. Or the PSVR that costs around the same as the Quest 2, but you also need a console. Speaking of the PSVR, I've had one for a couple of years as well. One of the most annoying things that I've had with the PSVR is that when those lights from the controllers or the headset are hidden from the camera, your tracking goes haywire. Also, I was sometimes tripping on the wire. With the Quest 2, you have cameras on your headset that track your controller and can even track your hands. Quite accurately, I would say. You can also set boundaries and the headset will track your environment, making sure you'll not get injured or damage something. Now, given that the Quest 2 is standalone, this means everything is built in the headset, hence no need for wires. So you don't need to worry that you'll be tripping over a wire. Also, this portability means that you can take it anywhere with you and you can have fun with your friends and family. If you really want, you can connect it to a PC and stream games to it, which is an added bonus, I would say. Let's talk about games. You have quite an extensive library of games on the Meta Quest 2. When you're ready to buy some games, you can start by choosing a pack or from the most popular and top selling to get the most out of your money. I do recommend that you first try some free stuff and demos. You can start with the first steps for Quest 2 and the Oculus First Contact. For the paid games, I would recommend the Room VR, A Dark Matter, Walkabout Mini Golf, and the Climb 2 if you like climbing and you're trying to work on that height fear. The Room VR, A Dark Matter is quite short and a bit scary, but it has great puzzles and a nice story. Walkabout Mini Golf is really great if you're into mini golf, and I've had a lot of fun playing it. There's a link in the description below if you want to grab $30 or £23 for free. If it doesn't work, it means I've run out of referrals, but feel free to try it anytime. Also, after you make your account, make sure to share your referral link with your friends so you can make more free money for other games and apps. So are you kind of lazy? The Meta Quest 2 might be able to help you by making the exercises a bit more fun. You can also track your fitness levels even when playing games, because yes, a lot of them require movement and that helps, especially if you have a sedentary life. I've been really excited about working on Phobias for other people and for me, even since I've heard about the first VR headset. I have some problems with heights, which I work on from time to time. I really think that the Quest 2 can help with the phobias and fears that some people have. Some of the apps that I recommend are Plank and maybe Face Your Fears 2. Though if you have heart problems, I would stay away from Face Your Fears 2 and other scary games. Personally, I'm a bit afraid of scary games. One of my favorite apps on the Quest 2 is Wonder. I really like exploring and I've since been to quite a lot of locations around the Earth, including the Eiffel Tower, Tokyo, Rome, the Statue of Liberty and more. I think that the Quest 2 is a great tool for exploring, especially now that it's a bit harder to travel given the situation that we're in. So what are some of the things that I like about the Meta Quest 2? I like that it can track really well your environment when you set your boundaries. I've played on a HTC Vive headset before, which has external sensors that you need to mount, and I would say the Quest 2 tracks about as good as that the boundaries. There's one thing that I like about you. I like that you've hit the like button. Another thing I like is that you can double tap the headset and you can see your environment. If you hear a noise, you can double tap and check. I think it's really great that you can connect your phone and see if somebody calls you or sends you a message. I like the fact that it's standalone and I can carry it with me where I want, and I can have great experiences with my friends by casting what I see on a TV. Though I did have some problems casting it on a TV, I'm not sure if it's because of my headset or the internet. What I also like about it is that the screen door effect is almost non-existent. If you're immersed in a game, you'll totally forget about it, unlike the current version of the PSVR where the screen door effect is really visible. I would say it's a bad thing that the battery doesn't last too long, just around 2 to 3 hours, but this is also a good thing since it will force you to put it to charge and not spend an entire day in there. So I think it's kind of in the middle. Another thing that I would say it's kind of in the middle, for me at least, it's that it's owned by Facebook and you need a Facebook account to log in. Facebook is known for collecting a lot of data from its users, so a lot of people are concerned about that. I do have some concerns, but I'm okay with that for now. The strap is really not too comfortable. If you spend more than a couple of hours every day, it gets quite tiring, and it also keeps the headset too tight and leaves marks on your face. I do recommend you get the Elite strap, and if you're planning to use it for longer, get the extra battery one. Though make sure you don't stay the whole day in there, take some breaks. Speaking of the Elite strap, after you get the Meta Quest 2, you'll also have to buy accessories if you want it to be more comfortable when you play. This will make you spend a bit more money than you initially planned. Some games and apps might give you nausea, especially if you move around a lot or you change the image very often, but that happens with all of the VR headsets, so be aware of that. Make sure you turn off the Quest 2 when you stop playing. I sometimes forget to turn it off, and that makes the battery last less because it works in the background and that uses battery. So is it still worth it to get the Quest 2 in 2022? You may ask. The new PSVR 2 is rumored to come this year, and there's also another rumor that we might get another Meta headset as well. Well, if we get the PSVR 2, you'll still need a PlayStation to play on. If we get another Meta headset, it might not be as cheap as this one, and it will still be a while until we can get our hands on it. And as with the PS5, it might be very scarce due to the so-called chip shortage. So yes, I think it's still worth it. The Meta Quest 2 is cheaper than the others, portable and easy to set up, therefore really great for beginners. Thank you for watching. If you're looking for the Meta Quest 2, there's a link in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of videos, and if you're interested in a portable speaker, check out the JBL Flip 6 unboxing next.